let's get started. I'm gonna make a GitHub repo and an Astro project. Astro latest. Let's install Astro, create Astro. What's the new UFO game called? Alright, we'll call it chess 50. Minimal dependencies, git repo. Go to Vercel. Sign in. Go to GitHub. New repo. Chess 50. Reading of chess. Find. Public. None. Create. Slow. All right. CD to chess 50. Git remote add origin. Go to the repo. We'll copy the URL. Do git status diff less. All right, and then we'll just do git push. Cool. And then we will go to Vercel, add a new project. Chess. I might have to re-sync. For me. Give Vercel access to this new project. Go back to Vercel. Do a refresh. Type the new repo. I didn't save. Here it is. We're importing the Astro project, deploying it. do npm dev npm start. I don't know what it is. Let's open the folder. For just 50, add it. We're deployed. Go into the dashboard. We'll copy this. Share the link. So first, do a new blank window. All right, cool. So that's the project live. Share that URL with everyone. Update titles. Cool. And then the GitHub link also. I'll share it. Great. Close that. Close that. Keep these two open. Keep that open. Keep that open. Close that. This. Okay. So let's look at the package. There is a dev. It's because I didn't put run. Okay, so I think the first thing we want to do is probably delete most of this. And delete this. And delete this. So what we want is a simple HTML page, head, body, and we're going to put a new blank window. Go to localhost 4321. And we're going to put this to the right and put this to the left. We're going to hide the sidebar and all right. So here we want to show all the variants we've done so far. But before we do that, let's create a variant. We're gonna do new page vanilla.astro. We're gonna just keep it super simple. Just do an a tag href equals /vanilla. We'll say vanilla. So we see that instantly. We go here. We do get the empty page. So what we're gonna do is in vanilla, we're gonna do import vanilla from variant /vanilla. Excuse me. To put a canvas in there, We're going to create a new folder called variants. And we're going to create a new file called vanilla TS. And for this, we're going to say const canvas equals document dot query selector canvas. And we're just going to see if that's working. And we'll open this. We'll put it in the bottom. Go to the console. Okay. So we need that to, we need this JS to run in the front end. So there it is. So what we need to do is put a script tag, I believe, that does this. And here we'll do progress. So the issue right now is trying to figure out if the file exists. And that's because it should be // Cool. Excellent. Nice. Okay, so nice. All right, so we are able to have them in different files. So the next thing we want to do is start creating the board. So in order to create the board, we're going to want to find a color. We can probably keep it simple, just do black and white. But we'll say like const dark is black, const light is white. Make those capital. Keep those up top. And we'll hit the context. Get context. 2D. Good. So let's get rid of that for now. I'm gonna say canvas dot width equals. So we're gonna say const tile size is 40. Say width is tile size times 40. Canvas dot height is tile size times 8. Sorry. And then we're gonna just do const draw tiles. We're gonna keep it simple. And then we're gonna do context dot draw fill rect. I would say it's gonna be column times tile size, row times tile size, tile size, tile size, and then we're gonna have to say context.fill style is, we're gonna say that this definitely gives us something. Excuse me. Right. Fill style equals column plus row mod 2 equals 0 dark light. And of course, gotta call draw tiles. And so we are just getting black screen because I just put the string dark, the string light. It is also case sensitive. Nice. We're also gonna want, let's just add a border. Canvas.style.border 1 pixel solid black. One more thing that we want to do is maybe consider adding numbers and letters to the board. First, I want to make sure that the color scheme is right. Okay, so it seems like the colors are wrong. And so the light square is on the top and bottom right, top left and bottom right, so try to match that. And then we have files, and we have ranks. And we're gonna want to go from left to right. Or at least drawing from left to right. and saying horizontal. I'm just gonna put this as a comment. So in order to write the code correctly, first let's create this side area. Keep it to the left. Actually, we'll do it on all sides. We'll just do it on all sides. So like we'll just call it the notation size. We'll just say it's tile size divided by 2. Bottommost square is black. Thank you, Alex. Okay, so the files, vertical columns label A to H from left to right. So we're gonna do it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And then horizontal rows number from 1 to 8 from bottom to top. But we want to go from top to bottom, just because it's easier. It's easier to write the code. There's no real argument. We could just like change the code around, and the code is just cleaner. Alright, so now we kind of want to offset everything and also make the canvas bigger. So we're going to do plus rotation size times 2. That'll give like space from the left and the right. And do it again here. And then we want to offset everything by notation size. So here and here. And then I guess for good measure we might want to add another border. So we'll do a context fill style is dark, and we're also going to make this dark rather than black, just in case we do change the color. We want that to match. And here we could do context.stroke rect. This will be notation size. Notation size, and then it'll be 8 times tile size. 8 times tile size. Cool. So we got our border. It's a little thin. There are ways to fix that, but for right now, we're gonna leave it as it is. So now we're gonna focus on adding the numbers here. And so maybe we want to set up the let's do const draw notation. We want to do files.for each. And then we also want the index because we want to know how far along we are. And we do context.fill style is dark. Context.font is complicated. What does it say? It's a serif font. Probably change that. since I don't know what you can actually put there at the moment. I never remember, but I will say that this is notation size divided by 2, and that'll help it to fit pretty much perfectly once we position it. We also want to do context align center to make the code better, and context dot base center middle, just to make the code easier. And so again, the files go from left to right. So we do context dot fill text file, and the number, this is going to be the X, this is going to be the Y. Don't help me. Stop helping me. Okay, so we're going to actually do this twice. We're going to do the top one, and then we're going to do the bottom one, right? Because it goes left to right, vertical columns. So the X is going to be the same for both, and the X is going to be the notation size divided by 2. We want to center it in the X. Actually, we also want to offset by the original. So like there's this offset here. And then this one is actually, tile size. Then we're getting it halfway to the tile size. That'll be the X for both of them. And then the Y I will use a similar calculation for both. We want it to be aligned middle, but this one is going to be a lot bit more. We want it to be notation size divided by 2 plus tile size times 8. And then we want to draw the notation. Okay. Well, apparently the X is wrong. That's because I did not account for the index, and its index not on. And then we just need to go a little bit further. Let's see if we can reason why this isn't far enough. Well, if we just go, so imagine that we want an entire notation size for the Y. We only want half, but if we want a whole one, then if we want the whole board and then want half again, then we'd be here. So we just did not go far enough. Cool. So the next step is adding the ranks. Rank. And this time it'll be the Y that varies, and it'll be the X that is offset, and just YOLO, see what happens. It's definitely wrong. Okay, so for the ranks, these are going from top to bottom, and so the X is going to be this by 2, and then it's going to jump for the second one. But the Y, no. Yeah, the X is going to jump for the second one. So do this for now. And so we're just off a little bit. Are you planning to do it all today? We'll see. I mean, probably do three or 4. That's my plan. Let me outline it. I'm gonna do vanilla, and I'm gonna do atomic, and I'm gonna do I forget the variant name, but it's like have to take do double move. That's what I have in my mind right now. But I'm like, if I run out of ideas, I'm gonna go to that channel and just find every single variant they talk about. Just because I think it would be fun to code. But getting it all drawn is the challenge at the moment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the logic as well. The logic should be interesting, especially when we come to the knights. The knights will be complicated for sure. So for this one, we want to do plus tile size divided by 2. Okay, cool. I think the other thing that makes the logic complicated is gonna I might not do drag and drop logic, but who knows? It might get crazy. Trying to make this board as big as it can fit on the screen. 70. Okay, 70 it is. All right. What else do we need here? We need to find a chess set, because I don't have a chess set for pictures. So, go to my favorite site, see if we can find some nice chess pieces. I'll try this. Hopefully it's not just one image. Interesting. All right, I'll take it. So we're gonna add to my public folder all of these images I just gathered. And I will put a link to where I just got it in the README. There we go. Credit. It's public domain, but it's fine. We don't need to give credit, but we will. So, we will do the following. I am strongly considering renaming these, but hopefully it's fine. We're probably going to make some really complex logic here. So what I'm considering doing is creating a new file for the pieces. I'm going to do const form. Make it a function. So what I'm thinking is I want the pieces to kind of figure out how they move, to report their allowed movements. And so we're probably, thank you. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. So what I'm thinking is it would be a list of moves, and maybe it takes the board state. So let's figure out what the shape of that is. So let's make an interface for the board state, and the board state is probably going to be, and let's make an interface for a piece. I think the board state is going to just be a grid. I think that's the easiest. So pieces, I don't know how to spell pieces apparently. Oh. And then I want to know, I know that it is en passant, so we might want to know maybe the last piece that moved. So that's nice, a piece. Takes the board state. So a piece should know its color, which is dark. I'll do an interface per piece. Chest color, which is not an interface, it's a type. I'm going to create a new file called types.ts. I'm going to start pulling this stuff into there. Let's just start defining the interface, the requirements. And we'll say that this type is union, chest color is here. Yeah. And what I want the piece to be able to do is for the move, probably say like move is a number, and the move will be the state, and it'll turn an array of moves. It's probably going to be the simplest interface we can come up with. And so basically the idea is given with the given board state, where are you allowed to move? And we'll have to figure out how that displays here. So let's start making some pieces. Actually, we might need a little bit more. We need the image. I think that's all. No. Okay. I have a different idea. It's not completely different. I think pieces need to have an ID, and the last move piece ID is gonna be a string. Yeah, that'll be good. And so I want to try to make it really easy to make a piece. So we are going to rename these dark. Can I write a script for this? Yes. Will I? I don't think it saves enough time. rename. Why did I write rename? Go. Rename dark. Final dark. Rename light. Just a few more to go. One more. All right, let's click through it just to make sure everything looks all right. I think these images are like ripped from somewhere. They look very flawed. All right, so a pawn knows its own color. So what we want to do is go to the types. Can I say what? Okay, I don't know how to do it. It's a parameter. Let me see if I could do context. Okay, supposedly that's a thing. Supposedly this will work. There's only one way to find out. So let's make a piece really easy. So we'll do the color, which is a piece color, which I did not export. We'll close the others, go to types, and we'll export everything. Great. Do I not know how to spell piece still? It's chest color. That's why. That'll explain it. Then there's the piece type, which is king, queen. And why do I need to know the type? I need to know the type so I load the right file. Pawn. King, queen, bishop, rook, knight, pawn. I don't know why, but I feel like I forgot one. We will find out very quickly. Just we don't really need to put the type here. It's not necessary because we have the function. The function will figure it out. Cool. So when we make a piece, we will get a piece. And then we also need the callback, the move function. Which I will just name. Alright, export it. And this returns a piece. And that is a move function. Alright, so the color is the color, the ID is a UID dot, crypto dot generate UID. Image is going to be color underscore type dot png. That's me, and then the move will be move. Reorder that a little bit, and now we can make the pawn, who's just the color we need to pick, which is the chess color. And that'll give us a piece. We'll make this an interface or a configuration, so the order doesn't matter. Now I can put it in any order I want. The color is just color. The type is pawn, and the move is except we want it to have context. And we'll just return an empty array for now, because we're not actually moving yet. But we should be able to look at things like this dot color. Cool. And so what we want to do is start setting up the actual board state. And so if we go to, if we go to vanilla, wrong vanilla, do that, close the others. So we got draw tiles, draw notation. At a certain point, we're probably going to want to keep redoing this. I don't know. We're just going to say const draw. And then we'll just call draw. Nice. So we draw the notation, draw the colors, or draw the tiles. So next we want to actually add the board. So let's do it at the beginning, because that's where we keep all our variables. Files. Ranks. These are truly constant, so we'll put them with the rest of the constants. Keep all this canvas stuff together. That's a function, that's a function. It's a function, draw. Okay, so next, we'll say const state equals, state is board state. And here we're going to just have to go through everything. 4, 5, 6, 7, is that one? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. And so who goes at the top? Which color starts on 7 and 8 rank? Chess. Good to know. In chess, black starts on the ranks 7 and 8. So we will do pawn dark. Go back to pieces. We don't export piece, but we do export corn. Go back to here. We're gonna cheat a little bit here. We do array.from length a dot map. Isn't there a way to do that better? No, because then they would have the same IDs. Size about length. Cool. So next, draw state. Draw board. Draw board. Excellent. All right, we're on a roll. We just close a few of these tabs here. All right. So now the idea is we want to do a board state. Should we just call it board? Just call it board. Board dot pieces. Should probably call it tiles. Calling it tiles. Can't stop me. Tiles. And we're gonna call this an array of piece or null. Piece or null. And then we're gonna do something const empty row. Empty row row array dot length feet is mapping. Is there already no? Is there already no, actually? It's unknown. At any rate. Needed to do that. Now it's known. We don't need the boxed. We don't need brackets there. All right, board.tiles. Nice. For each. We're going through the rows first, so piece row. Sorry. We're row index. I do need to know the row index. Row dot for each piece. Column index. And then, I'm gonna change this a little bit because I want this to be an image. HTML image tag. Yes. And then when I do this, I'm going to say damn. Image.source equals this. It doesn't like what I wrote. Alright, now you like it. Piece. If piece. And sorry, let's just go for it. The image is ready to draw. We draw it. And I'm just gonna be fairly lazy here and just draw it at 0, 0. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just do a log. Okay, so none of the images are ready. Let's do one more thing. Wants to load image. Excuse me. Once it's outside, I guess. I'll do like a cache of string to image, HTML or image element. And for each source, we'll see if not cache sub source return cache sub source. Take all of this code here, cache sub source equals source image is load image source equals image. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do the following. The last one I do is that we are going to just draw it again. I know that there's better code for this, but I just want to see if it ever draws. Alright, there they are. They do have a white background, which is annoying. So I might have to find a different... Like, why are they PNGs if they vote? I don't even understand that. Why would you do that? This is why it was free. Alright, so we're gonna offset it. This is the X is the column index, row index, and then we're gonna have to offset it by, let's save it. No, I don't want it to multi-line plus we're gonna have to do image. Alright, we're gonna have to store the image. that's correct. Do notation size plus x plus notation size plus y. I only do that because I am under the impression that these are not going to be pretty otherwise. That should be times row. No, we don't even consider these. Fine. So we're going to bring it notation size and then half of the tile divided by 2. And then we need to bring it back half of the pieces size. Image dot width divided by 2. Image dot height divided by 2. That centers it. And then finally we need to apply the row index times tile size is the y, and the column index times tile size. Nice. So we are confirming that they do have a background, which is incredible. Chess. It's fine, they're pixelated anyway. Never liked them. God, they're ugly. Maybe this. I have to rename it all. Make sure I do it right this time. Holy. These are clean. I don't need them to be that big though. I actually only need them to be like... Ooh. 128 is fine. Perfectly fine. It's more than enough. I'm going to highlight all of these. We're going to delete them. Move it to trash. And now we will give the credit where credit is due. Copy it, go to the README. Just pieces and board. Okay, so rename Dark Bishop. Do I really have to do that? Can I? Is there a shortcut? Just pressing enter. Dark King. dark, light. That's funny. Dark pawn, dark queen, dark rook. That's all the darks. White bishop, white king, white pawn, white queen, white. How do you spell? White rook. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Alright. Alright, we need to size these appropriately. So, tile size, tile size. Yeah, I don't know why I use the image height divided by 2 and the image width divided by 2. Alright. First question. Where are the pawns? Where are the white pawns? Ah, there's an error. I spelled something wrong. In all likelihood. So, let's look at the network. See what we're working with here. Light pawn.png. What? I did white pawn. That's the issue. Excellent. Light. 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 I didn't do it. Light. All right. Excellent. Do a good old-fashioned refresh. There it is. One thing I want to do. I want to add padding to the space so the piece doesn't take up the full space, but I also want to resize it to that space. So, I will do the following. I will add piece padding and make that tile size divided by 4. And the reason is I want to divide it into like, no, divided by, yeah, I want a quarter of padding on each side. Yep. That makes sense. So now we need to figure out the real size of the thing. And let me just look at all these. Are they squares? That's what I want to know. The pawn is most certainly not a square. So the other thing we need to keep in mind is the scaling. So how do I improve the scaling? I will do the following. First, we need to figure out how to scale it. In order to do that, we need to figure out how much space we actually have. So the space is going to be the tile size minus the piece padding times 2. Yeah, that's how much space that we have to fit our piece. So the next thing we need to do is figure out the scale. And the scale is going to be, we want it to fit, I'll figure out what this is supposed to be in a second. But we want it to scale it. If it's too big, we want to scale it down to fit. If it's too small, we want to scale it up. So we got to take the image.width, and we just got to think. We got to think. If it's bigger, we want to scale it down. So we want, as if the width keeps getting bigger and bigger, we want to actually scale it down to be smaller. And if you're thinking about fraction versus, numerator versus denominator, the one thing that gets bigger, makes the number smaller, is the denominator. So we need to say space divided by image.width and space divided by image.height. That'll give us the ratio. Two different ratios that make it so that the image scales, but we have to pick the one that so that it fits, so that it contains it. And so if we want it to contain, we want to do min, I believe. Which means that the width then ends up being the image.width divided by times scale. And the height is image.height times scale. And so now we can rewrite this to say width divided by 2, height divided by 2, width, height, and then hope that we did the maths right. It looks like we did. Excellent. Okay. Next thing. So for both sides, the back row is technically the same. So we're going to create a back row function that takes a color of chest color, and it's going to create the array that I haven't even created yet, because I haven't made any of these pieces yet. So we're just going to work our way through every single piece. It's not too bad. I'll do the work first. I'm going to do the knight. Then we're going to do the bishop. Then we're going to do the king. Nice. Then we're going to do the queen. Right? And so if we go to vanilla, close others, the back row is rook of the given color, knight of the given color, bishop of the given color, queen of the given color, queer, king of the given color, bishop of the given color, knight of the given color, and finally rook of the given color. And now we just say back row dark and back row light. And these aren't really constant, so I'm going to call it a variable, lowercase variable at least. That's not a king. That's not a king or a queen. Alright, I'm getting an error. What's the error? I don't know how to spell. Dark King 404. That'll do it. Definitely not a Dark King. Alright. Excellent. Alright. Let's commit what we have. Just make sure we're not adding anything crazy. Draw everything. Push. That is a fast push. Alright, we can close this. Alright, so next we want to do, we're going to add some click action up in here. And so we're going to put that, we're gonna make this interval better, first of all. Let's make the interval better. Let's what is it? Animation, yeah, request animation frame, whatever. We'll put it here for draw. That's not the word draw. And then we'll just call draw. Beautiful. Beauty. Alright. Go to the console. Do a npm run dev. Alright. Excellent, excellent. It's a little blurry. Things are just a little bit blurry, but we can fix that. We can fix that by doing the following. We can say that the canvas.width equals create some new variables here. We're gonna need this. All right, and then hopefully things stop being blurry once we do this. We'll do context.scale the pixel ratio. This will make it mess up, but then the secret .style.width is width pixels. Actually, I haven't even done the real secret. This also needs to be device pixel ratio. Clean, super clean now. Excellent. Yeah, it's much more readable. And this is just like making sure that there's enough data for every single pixel, and so the pixels don't become blurry and, for lack of better words, pixelated. So, I want to keep track of the selected piece, the currently selected piece. So that will be part of the board state. I also need to know whose turn it is. So Yeah, very important information, whose turn it is. That'll be part of the board state. Turn. Chess color. Noise. And then selected piece. Let's just say selected ID. Noise. Okay. Let's do it. Make it happen. We need to add stuff here. Whose turn is it? It is Light's turn. Light goes first. All right. Now, who is selected? How do I determine who is selected? We'll do canvas.onClick. We will need to figure out the event, and we will need to know the event canvas.get bounding client rect. Call it rect const x equals event.page x minus rect.x const y equals event.page.y minus rect.y. Add another function, const draw selected. Cool. And now I will find the piece that I selected. And to do that, I will do board.tiles.flatten.flat. And then I'll do find piece.id equals board.selected. All right, I kind of didn't want to do this, but I really don't want to do it. I don't want to store the XY of a piece. I feel like that's redundant. Fine. I will store the XY of a piece. Gosh, it sounds so annoying. Now I have to give it more than the color. I really don't want to do this. Okay. I will do the following. I will create a function. I'm creating a helper function. Get pieces with coordinates, right? And then what I will do is I will write the most inefficient code possible. Dot map row dot row index row dot map piece column index. I'm just gonna do this sort of formats. Nice. And then first, I can't do that. I will do the following. Piece, otherwise, no. And I will put piece, row, column. And then I'll flat map it. Flat map. And then I will call that function here. What does it think it is? All right. Let's see. I really don't want to write a type for this. Can I do this? Will it let me? Or no? It's not gonna let me. It's gonna be like, it's unknown. What? Wait, what? Fine. Piece with coordinates. Piece, piece. Column, row. Off you go. Export it. There you go. Now, piece with coordinates, or no, is piece with coordinates. How is it? How is it? How? How? What do you mean? Yeah, ID? There it is. There it is. I probably didn't even need to do half that stuff. I probably could have gotten away with just doing unknown and unknown. JK. Fine. Fine. Okay, so we got the selected piece. So, if selected, we're gonna just draw a green box, a semi-transparent green box. It's gonna be context.fill rect RGBA, red is 0, green is 255. Okay. 3, 5. That's fill style. And then we'll do context.fill rect notation tile plus selected dot column times tile size plus selected dot row times tile size. So yes, nothing is selected. Perfect. Exactly. Also, we're not calling this function. So we gotta care about the order here. Okay? So we gotta draw the tiles first. And we have to draw the board after. Everything else doesn't matter. Excellent. Next. We think about what's next. Very important step. We make it so that clicking does something. That's next. All right. So we're gonna see if X is greater than notation size and Y is greater than notation size. We'll actually be pretty lenient here and say equal to as well. It's pretty nice. And then we'll say like const column equals X divided by tile size, and const row equals Y divided by tile size. But we need to floor them. Math.floor. Boom. Now, still, nothing has been done yet. Now, the kicker. Board.selected is board.tiles sub row sub column dot ID. Yes. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It doesn't work, but it's beautiful. Why doesn't it work? Yes. So we need to do this and say that it's greater than or equal to 0. Yes. So we're gonna try to click on the bounds. Nice, it does deselect. All right, and then it also errors. And it's because of this. Nice. Okay. Okay, so one thing we can do, we can reduce the drawing we do. Okay, let's make it really nice. Let's make it really nice. So we're gonna do board dot tiles. Draw after waiting. And we're gonna do, because the images aren't ready for this first draw, but we don't need to be drawing like every frame. That's just crazy. So what we could do is, we could do filter. We could do dot flat. piece or null is piece. All right, I'm just like trying to split it up into steps here. This is going to be async. And then we're going to do draw. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and now we want to do await promise.all pieces.map piece. And that's going to be a promise. It's not going to be async though, but it'll be a promise. If piece.image.complete, right? If it's not complete, then we have to return new promise, which resolves when the piece.image.onComplete. What does that unload? .image.add event listener load resolve. Oh, done. Beautiful. Now we only draw once. But when we click, it doesn't show the green. So what we need to do is on click, we call draw. So now when we click, it draws. Perfect. Excellent. All right, let's commit that. We can now select pieces. Git push. Okay. All right. Quality of life. All right, back to running dev. Const piece equals. We're gonna get the piece, right? But only if the piece is the board's turn. Piece's color, then we'll do this. Boom. Beautiful. Excellent. All right. So now we can't pick black, but we can pick white. We're probably gonna add more to this. All right, so we're just gonna add, now we gotta add the piece movement logic. Okay. Okay. Piece movement logic. Here we go. I swear I'm not cheating. I swear. Just checking my stream. Alright, let's put a to do so we don't forget later. Put a to do here. If the piece has no movements, we cannot. Let's just put it in. Let's just do it. Const move equals piece dot move. I just don't want the question mark. Board. If move dot length, then we select it. Yes. All right, so now we can't select anything because we haven't done any movement logic yet, but there is a console log happening, which I don't remember writing. I guess I do. I mean, I wrote it. There it is. Okay, so pawn is easy. Pawn is so easy. You know, as a matter of fact, it's so easy I'm not even gonna do it. Just kidding. All right, depends on your color. Okay, and it depends if you've moved or not. And there's a lot of chess variants where if you're on your starting file, then you get to do your double move. So actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the following. I'm just gonna make it so that all right. All right, so I have this function, get pieces with coordinates, but I need to have a function called get piece with coordinate. Get piece with coordinates. That's gonna be piece, right? Except it's gonna return get pieces. Oh my god, this code is so inefficient, but it doesn't matter because we only draw when we need to draw. We're not always drawing, which is good. Everything's all right. Everything's fine. Dot find piece with coordinates. Piece dot id equals piece with coordinates dot piece dot id. Oichi. What's the issue? What's wrong? I wrote the wrong function. That's the issue. All right. So we're gonna take those and we're gonna put a new utility function. Nice. We're gonna make this take a board state, and we're gonna make this take a board state, and you get a board state, and you get a board state. All right, and then we'll get the types. Nice. Cool. And then we import. Oh my goodness, I didn't export. Perfect. That's what we like to see. Let's import it. Board. All right, is everything saved? Okay, cool. So let's do const get piece. Let's get piece with coordinates, and then it's this with the board. Nice. And then we're gonna say that I'm just gonna do the one step move. That's all I'm gonna do for now. So if this dot color equals dark, else, come on, I could do it better, equals, this is the straight move, forward, X is the pieces X. The piece column. Why would I call it X? Types. Why is it X? Column. Row. Nice. But the row is the pieces row. Is it optional? Does it bring? Right. So we'll put the forward in here, but we're going to change the row to be, if this dot color is dark, then it's +1. If it's not, it's -1. Cool. So can we click? Yes, we can click the white because it's white's turn, but we can't click the black. Excellent. Okay. So here's another thing I want to do. Every time you click, it should just, by default, remove. No. No, that's a bad idea. What about that? So we can click here, but we can't. JK, we can. If we click this, right? What? Why not? Oh, because we're skipping it. I just don't want to have else's everywhere. I just want to be lazy. Equals board.selected ID. Board.selected ID is an empty string. Don't use selected ID anywhere else. This is fine. Okay. Cool. So if I click on this, 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 if I click on that. Perfect. I click on this, I click on this. Nice. All right. This is something I'll use later for when I'm determining movement. Okay, so I think like here, to do movement, to do move, very important that we differentiate. All right, to do move, next. We want to show where the piece can move. So we want to show draw movement const draw movement. All right. So draw movement. I will do the following. I will const piece equals get piece. What am I doing? I don't need all that. I just need to do board. Okay. Let's make another utility. Export const get piece. Board state. ID string. I feel like I've done this before. Okay. All right. I'm not doing it now. I'm just gonna use a function that I have. There's no harm. There's absolutely no harm. Get piece with coordinates, board, piece. Dang. What is that? Yeah, I don't need the ID, don't I? ID. String. All right, let's clean it up. Board dot selected ID. Get piece with coordinates. Fine. What? Find in folder. All right. We'll look in the source. I just want to reduce the number of type ignorings that I have. That one I'm keeping. That's not a type ignore. Okay, cool. All right. And then we need to go back to pieces and say this dot ID. All right, fine. Do it like this. All right, go back to vanilla. Get piece with coordinates. Const piece dot move. Piece dot move. Dot for board. Dot for each movement. Nice. All right. Thinking this through, we want to show a little dot where you can move. Little dot where you can move. Let's do it. Piece. So we're going to set the context.fill style to be RGBA 126.5. And then we would do context.ellipse, which takes x, the x is going to be, we're going to offset by the notation, and then we're going to offset by half of a tile. And we're going to do the same thing for y. The radius is going to be tile size divided by 4. Tile size divided by 4. Rotation is 0. Start angle is 0. The angle is 2 math.pi. Doesn't matter the last argument. Okay. So if I click on this, there should be a circle up here, hopefully. Am I calling the function? I am calling it. Oh. Context.start begin path. Okay. Centered. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot that I did that extra step. But I'm going to make it divided by 2. Yeah. I don't like that. Cool. Perfect. Next, I will offset it by the movement.column times tile size and the movement.row times tile size. Cool. Click on this. All right, we're gonna make this. No, it's gotta be gray. It's just a little hard to see. So maybe we'll do 0.7. It's better. It's definitely better. Okay. Let's add more code. Actually, let's just make it move. I want to see if black can move too. So here's the to-do to move. So automatically I will capture if select. I'm gonna say selected ID const selected equals get piece with coordinates board selected ID if selected if move.x equals x and move.y equals y. Column we'll do a find. And no body move.row equals row. Then if movement, then I think we just do it, right? we just move the piece there. If there is a piece there, it'll just disappear from the board. So we'll just say board sub row sub column equals selected dot piece. It's board dot tiles. And then okay. Aye, beautiful. Who would have thought? We're also not changing whose turn it is. Dot turn equals light. If it's light's turn, it becomes dark's turn. If it's dark's turn, it becomes light's turn. So all right, excellent, excellent. So the question becomes, why are they all becoming the piece? What am I missing? Like a war of the pieces. Why does he become selected? It's so strange. Do I just copy? Because I copied the ID over. Okay. They're actually there? They're all that piece? They're all that piece. What if I just return? Why did it click twice? The return? I don't understand. Why did it click twice? Okay. Okay. So why doesn't it move? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. JK, why doesn't it move? It does move, it just doesn't draw. Okay, so why is it... Because I think it is actually drawing. It's not just drawing them there, it's actually putting them there. So what I want to do is every time I draw, I want to do a row dot map column dot type. Fine. I'll just put the type. I'll put the type. It's already there. I'll put it. Piece type. Column dot type sub 0 dot join dot join console dot log column Alright. Now we're at least we're good. We're printing a board. Click here. It actually puts a pawn in each space. Again, confirming that it's not just why? I'm so confused by this. Almost. I don't know what's happening to make these pawns multiply, but it's like duplicating the pawn for some reason. Cause like row column. Do I just like nothing else does it, right? Row 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, column 1. Oh my goodness. And it's okay. This shouldn't be it. Selected dot row selected dot column equals null. That shouldn't be the issue, but it's definitely an issue. Okay. Cool. But how are they getting there? I'm not doing like an each anywhere, am I? It's just finding. Like if I just take these out, it doesn't move anymore. It just switches turns. So what kind of shenanigans are happening here? What's this? Let's put this here. Keep it closer to the code that uses it. This is so weird. Is there like a type error that I'm just not seeing? I have no idea. Alright, this is what I'll do. I'll go to what is it? Oh, sources, of course. I'll put a debugger here. And click here, Okay. Just make this window a little bit bigger. All right. So that looks right. This should remove the second one. Oh, check. This should remove the second one. It does. That's null now. How? How is that? Is this some kind of secret syntax? What is happening? Oh my God, I got it. Oh, I got it. I got it. I am paying the price for being lazy. The empty row is a reference. All right, back on track. Gosh, that was so annoying actually. Pawns can move by 1. All right. Next. This is going to be the order that I'm going to do the movements. Let me just document it somewhere. We'll do pawn to move. We'll do pawn capture. We'll do pawn blocked. We'll do rook, bishop, knight, queen, king. King's the hardest. I mean, technically speaking, all of these are hard because there's also the limitation that you can't move a piece that puts the king into check. So detecting that is going to be challenging. I might just not detect it for now, just to see what the code looks like, and then I'll see what it looks like to detect it. I don't want to figure it out now. So, let's do it in order. The pawn moves 2. So the pawn moves 2. It's either going to be 2 or 1. And then we're just going to multiply this by scale. And so we just need to figure out the Boolean logic that goes here. I think it's going to be something like color is dark and piece dot row equals 6, or this starting white, starting black, light, dark. That's bark. It's actually light, that's 6, and it's black, that's 1. And then we'll say starting light, starting dark. All right, and then npm run dev. Just a moment. All right, so, okay. They need to be able to do both. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna say forward 2. So we're gonna do ... starting dark or starting light forward 2. Else empty array. Okay. All right, cool. I think the problem right now is you can't block. So, so let's just mark this off. Pawns can move 2. All right, let's do pawns can capture. I'm just gonna do const direction equals that's gonna be very useful. Don't forget, en passant, you are correct. On passant. Okay. All right, captures. We're going to say so this is handle 2, handle 1, handle capture. So the capture, I will have to see const up left forward left equals board dot tiles sub piece dot row piece dot column const forward right. I know I didn't actually do anything. If forward left dot color is not equal to this dot color, then forward left, and there's got to be something there. All right, I am going to do this differently. I'm going to just create an array. I'm just going to keep pushing onto it. And so I'm going to do if starting dark or starting light, movement dot push there is going to be a condition here eventually. Movement dot push column is and the row is it's gotta be direction. Okay. Uh-huh. Forward right. And then should be plus. All right. Let's check it. Okay. All right. So we can capture. Capture. Let's get now capture. Blocked. The sound will be later. Blocked. So const forward equals forward dot tiles dot sub piece dot row piece dot column plus direction forward 2 is 2 times. So you can only move forward 2 if it's starting white or starting black, and there is no forward, and there is no forward 2. Similarly, if there's no forward. Okay, let's see. Okay, so he can still go forward. He can still go forward. Why? Forward. Why indeed? Excuse me. Ah, because we're not running. We're not running our server. The code is not even updating. Nice, he can't move. Didn't even get highlighted. That's good. He can capture. All right. Let's do this. Then we'll do this. Then, okay, he can't move 2. Perfect. And he can't move 1. Perfect. Excellent. I don't know if you want to play along as I built this, but there should be a link in the description. Play around with it. Find any bugs. So pawns get blocked. Nice. run dev. Okay. Next is pawn passant. So we did create a variable for this, we just haven't updated it. The variable is board.last moved ID equals selected ID. Okay. En passant. Can you test what happens if pawn does e2, e4, and there is a black pawn on e3? Good question. Let me refresh. Basically, can a pawn hop over another pawn is the question. So this pawn we want him to e2. Okay, so let me just make a few. I guess I could have done it with black too, but here we are. So yeah, this white pawn can't move. And the reason that is, because we detected the piece that's forward and forward 2. In order to do the 2 movement forward, we detect forward and forward 2. So we look at both to see if either is blocked. And yeah, also we detect if it's white and white is starting space, or black and black is starting space. Yeah. Good question. Okay, en passant. And so en passant, if I even spell that correctly, handle capture is a special capture. In passing. So pretty much we want to see if directly next to us, it's very conditional. This is what I'll do. I'm not going to store the last moved piece. Am I? What am I going to do? Store the last moved piece. I have to see if it was last moved and it's next to me, essentially. If it was last moved and next to me, then I can do one of these diagonal captures. So I'm not actually going to add new code here. I'm going to just like detect here and detect it here. And so basically what I need to do is const left equals, I do that. I just don't change the row. And then for the right, I do +1. It's a little bit more complicated because you basically need to detect the correct file. I don't even know these words. Ranker file. rank. They need to be on a certain rank. 5 or 4. Those are the only ranks you can activate en passant. So const can en passant. You can en passant if you are, this dark color is light and the piece dot column is, so I can only en passant from here, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. Super confusing. Probably shouldn't have done it this way. I thought it would be easier, but here we are. Or this dot color equals dark and piece dot column. Why am I putting column? Let's do row. Cool. So can en passant. You can en passant, but then the capture becomes complex. Changes everything. And then there also, okay, I was gonna say there also can't be a piece where you're landing, but there couldn't be it couldn't possibly be a piece where you're landing. You take the piece, you take a different piece than the piece you don't land on the piece you're taking, which is like a lot of the logic I've sort of set up does. I will focus on just showing it as a movement option. So, when I click on this, it should show diagonal. That's the goal right now. And it all starts with this. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I just want to see what the logic looks like, and then maybe I'll name it. So left dot type equals pawn, and left dot ID equals board dot last moved ID. Left pawn just moved. And if left pawn just moved, or we can go forward left. We're already detecting the color. Okay, so left. Can we go left? White goes first. White goes here, black goes here, white goes here, black goes here, white. Damn. Oh, because that's right. I didn't do right yet. White goes here, black goes here, white goes nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And then just to make sure Oh, this is left. I can't do... Oh, all I can do is left. Nice. Okay. Cool. Okay. Const right equals... I'm going to steal this logic. Oh, I already have right. Plus 1. If right pawn just moved. Pawn, last ID, and color. Alright, so dang. What did I miss? Oh. I used left. Alright. That works. Great, and now I lost the en passant on the left because they didn't just move. I gained it on the right because they did just move. Alright, so now the challenge is this special capture. Wait a second. Alright, so we did the en passant-ish. We just need to add this capture. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that movement can include a capture. Maybe it can include multiple captures. Because I gotta think about games like Atomic Chess. Hi. Thank you for the sub. Alright, so next I need to go to my types, and for the movements I'm gonna add captures, which is optional, and it'll be an array. Okay. Column and row. So the en passant will have to consider this. I don't know. Okay, I do know. So it would need to run through all of the captures first before it does the movement. So, the captures, the movement is an array of move. All right, goodbye. What's this? I didn't even check to see en passant works or not. Ay, there's still more. And then here. And there's probably some kind of, yep. Captures is this column. Dang, I think I need to have a different Yeah, I think I need to have a different block. I need to have a different block for en passant, unfortunately. Column is piece dot column -1, and the row is piece dot row. And then for the right, gotta do the same thing. If that's not correct, steal this. Movement.push captures row is piece dot row, column is piece dot column +1. Okay, go back to the vanilla TS, and then in here, if movement, we will have to go through that list. So movement dot captures dot for each capture board dot tiles sub capture dot row sub capture dot column equals null. Okay. Nice. But this, okay, that's correct. That is correct. I wonder if the movement, I'm going to show the movement last. This should be draw pieces. Draw tiles. Should be draw, no, draw board. Should be draw pieces. Okay. So, yeah. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. Let's commit it. Okay. Everything else should be easier. Everything else should be easier. Okay, the rook. We do const movement. First, we have to get the piece. This dot ID if piece. Return empty array const movement equals array movement. We're gonna do, the only thing I can think of is to do like a bunch of for loops. I'm gonna do a bunch of for loops that go from where the column equals piece dot column plus 1. Column is less than 8. Column plus plus. Const blocker equals board dot tiles sub row piece dot row column if blocker break. Movement dot push row piece dot row column is piece dot column. We actually break after. If blocker, we break. All right. If it's a blocker, we break, but if the blocker dot color is not equal to this dot color, then we push. So we get the blocker. If the colors don't match, then we'll push the movement. If there was a blocker, then we stop going. And then we just gotta do this 4 times. Yeah. I kind of wish there was a nice way to write this. Let's do the next one and see if we see a pattern. This one is going to be go to 0, column -1, column minus, and that's the only thing that changes. So we'll do start column row and then row move. It's going to be like long movement. That's what I'm going to try to fit into this. Even diagonals. I'm going to try to fit diagonals into it. It's going to be wild. Okay, so there's the offset. Offset is 0. It's less than 8. Offset plus plus. Okay. We need the board state. We need the movement. Move. Return move. Mint. row. Column. I need to pass the color. All right. Offset row equals row plus offset times column row movement const offset column equals column plus offset times column movement. This will be row offset, column offset. This is going to be offset. Should start at 1 because we don't want it to land on the same pile. Sorry, offset row, offset column, offset row, offset column. Okay, so long movement. If I wrote this code properly, we should be able to do movement dot push column is piece dot column, the row is piece dot row, the column movement is 0, the row movement is 0, and this is piece dot color. There's more. And then we gotta do a dot, dot, dot. What do you not like about that? Oh. Dot color. Okay, so I'm gonna do one with this. Do one with this, do one with this, and finally do one with this. Cool. So go here, JK, doesn't work. Let's see. Oh my goodness. npm run def. Yep. I hit the button too early. Here, go to here. Great. Excellent. Console.log movement. So it's a rook, right? Classic debugging happening right here. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the wrong log. Cannot read property undefined 0. Yes, indeed. That is indeed the case. How silly of me. If offset row less than 0, or offset row greater than or equal to 8, or offset column greater than or equal to 8, we break. Excellent, excellent. Good show, good show. Nice. Yep. Take it. Boom, win. It's a win. Did it. So that's that. I'm gonna create another function since we're gonna reuse this for the queen's logic. I'm gonna say we did the rook. Add rook movement. All right. Okay. I probably have about 5 more minutes I can dedicate to this. So hopefully everything else is faster. So we're gonna do const horizontal. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do all this. Beautiful. Excellent. And the board is a board state, and the piece is piece. And this is piece, and that's board. No, it's not. I guess I'm gonna have to call this piece with coordinates. No. Alrighty then. So this is just horizontal. Return. Board this. Alright, that's the rook. Alright. Next we'll do diagonal. And it'll be 101. -1, 1 and -1, -1 and then the bishop gets diagonal. Board this. So if we move this and we move, I don't know why I moved that. That was a mistake. That was a blunder. Excellent. Can I attack this? Cool. Let's remove the comment. We did the bishop. Move bishop. And we're gonna need one more function. Max is a number, and this is max. And then we have to go through these and just say that they are 8. Just be lazy. I'm sure 7 would be fine. This one is also 8. And all right, and then I need to do it here. Replace the 8s with max. Not that one. Okay, and then for the diagonal has max, the horizontal does not. Max is a number, and since we're doing it again, I'm making it 7 this time. And then go to the bishop. That's 7. Great. Now the king and queen are super easy now. It'll be horizontal board this one. Diagonal. Cool. And then 7, 7. Board. And then we could take out the king, queen. Move king and queen. npm run def. Wait for it to refresh. Move this. Move this. Queen can get out. Queen can get out. Queen can go here. Capture. All right. So the only thing we don't have is knight movement. But I do not have time to do that. I think the knight movement is not as complex. Pretty much just allow it to move to any tile that is not the same color. It does not have the same color piece on it, at least. But like in terms of like detecting check, that's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna have to like do some major calculations, so I think that's gonna take a long time. So I'm gonna stop here for now. Thanks for joining, anyone who's still here. I know Alex, you were here earlier. Thank you for joining in. I hope you learned something. Anyone else? Thanks for joining. Hope you learned something as well. But for now, that's it for me. Goodbye.